God, you're father now.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is January 2nd, 2024. Happy New Year's once again. Today's video is going to be working on the fuel system and getting everything all put together. I get the lines routed. I am running PTFE lines, so we're going to go ahead and get that going. I've also already started on one with the filter. This one actually is going to be going to the feed line. So we got some fittings into that we had to wait over the weekend. I needed some fittings for the hard lines. So I got a 5/16 fitting and a 1/4 inch fitting that's going to be going from the hard lines up to the rest of the lines that we got made. So this one directly is going to be going straight to the 5/16 to the feed line, followed by a PTFE line, and then the fuel filter. With that, we'll run this line all the way around onto the fuel rail, onto the feed side. So this right now, this is the feed side. We're going to go ahead and get that one out first. I've already got the other holes on the fuel rail capped off. We are using the Jackspania fuel rail with the fuel regulator too as well. And then we got 1000cc injectors on the fuel rail. So I already got everything capped off, ready to get put back onto the intake manifold. So let's go ahead and get that mounted. Also, I got a new mic. I'm using a wireless mic right here. Check, check, check. So if there's any distortion or any issues with the audio, I truly apologize. This is my first time actually using this wireless mic. So I figured I'd give it a try and see how it goes. And from there, we can just make adjustments. Let's forget all about that. Let's go ahead and get this thing mounted onto the intake manifold. All right, so right here, we got the feed line and then the return line. These are where the fittings are going to be going to. And then, like I said, with the feed line, we're going to have it ran from the fitting, PTFE line, fuel filter, and then ran back up this way, all the way, and then onto the fuel rail. All right, so let's go ahead and get this fuel rail put back on. There are 2 bolts here. There goes our fuel rail. All right, so let's go ahead and get our fitting on. We got the 5/16 fitting right here with the gold coupling. Slide this thing right on. All right, now we got the 1/4 inch fitting. Let's go ahead and get this thing on. Remember, fitting first. Got that thing in now. All right. I'm just gonna tighten that thing up. All right, those are all done out the way. Now we can put on our fuel filter, and then we can get this line done and finish. So again, we got a fuel filter running to a AM fitting down to a PTFE line. This thing right on there. All right, so we got a fuel filter on to the feed hard line. Now we can run our PTFE line from the feed down to the filter and get that one finished first. And then we can go and then complete the rest with the return line down to here. This is where the return is, feed. We got our feed done. Next we'll be working on getting our feed line on. So right here we're gonna be running this one. This will be for the feed. Then on this side, what we're gonna do is we're gonna run this here first. I've already pre-made this line, and then that way we can get the measurement for the other side. So we'll make sure everything is tightened down first. That's all set. We'll probably run it down this way. Give us a little slack actually. Run it. And then this line will come down this way to a fitting. Let me get a fitting real quick. This will be right here with a fitting. And then when we route it, we'll actually be routing it underneath this elbow down into the feed line. So we want something, probably try to tuck this away somehow. So about like right there. That's where we'll probably have it. Yep, just like that. So we'll cut about right here. Get a tape and tape it off. Got the line all finished and done. Let's go ahead and mount this thing back on. We'll route it this way. From there, bounce it back on here to the left side of the rail. All right, cool. And this one bolts on right here, like so. All right. All right, next we'll be running a 90, and with that 90 is going to follow along with this one, and then straight to the return side. So we got the feed line done already. Now we're going to be working on the return. We're going to use this 90. So the line's going to run right along with this one, and then we'll use those clamps that I showed earlier to go ahead and put them together. That way it gives like a little bit of a cleaner look. I might go back and cut this line a little shorter. We'll see how it goes after I put on the return line, and then you know, see what we can do as far as like the orientation of it, get it look a little bit more cleaner, and then you know, go from there. So let's go ahead and get this line done first, get this one made, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with this line. But right now, this is how it's looking. So we got the feed fill filter lines ran all the way to the side, to the feed side, comes on this way, goes back to the return line on the car. So let's get this line made, and then you know, we'll see how everything looks from there. All right, so we got the return line finished. Let's go ahead and get this thing mounted on. We're gonna run it down this way. Put this thing on here. Just like so, and it goes right down this way to the return line. There we go. Let's get this thing nice and tight, like so. And like I said, we might have to cut the feed line a little bit. It's a little too long, but I mean, there you go. We have it ran and routed so far. Let's go ahead and put these things on. I'm going to cut the feed line a little bit more shorter because it's a little bit too long. Now I just want to show you guys how this this bracket works with the lines. Give it a little cleaner look. Let me find a Allen wrench that'll fit. All right, let's go and get this thing on there. Like I said, I'm gonna cut the feed line a little shorter, but let me just show you guys how this thing goes on and how it'll look, just so you guys get a better idea of what I'm talking about. I'll probably add like 2 of these on here onto the lines. Once we get this thing going there. There we go. can actually add this one down here a little. Put one like right here. Like so. And then we can add one like up there. Let's grab one more. Put another one on. Add one like right here. There we go. This thing comes in clutch, gives it like a little bit of a cleaner look. So I'll probably use like 3 of these. There we go. I don't know why it's not as tight though. There we go. Alright guys, so here you have it. We have a fuel filter here. Runs all the way along this way. Comes up here. Feed. And then we got a return line here. Goes all the way back to return back there. So there we go. We finally got the fuel system. Somewhat complete. Like I said, I might cut this a little bit shorter just so it's not as much tension, I guess. That way it just sits. I don't know. I feel like if I cut it shorter, it would just look a lot better. Back in the way, just maybe, I don't know. We might cut it. We'll see. I mean, it's always good to have a little bit of extra slack, I guess. But I like how we have these things right here, little things to keep them together, so that way they're just not like, you know, all over the place in the engine bay. But there you go. We got the fuel system done. Fuel regulator. Actually, I forgot one more part. We forgot to put on the fuel pressure gauge. Forgot to almost forgot to put this thing on. And then right about there we have it. Fuel system is nice and complete now. More progress for the EG. Let's go. There we go. Everything's all nice and set. Yes, sir. See how this is right here? That's what I'm saying. I might cut it a little shorter because it just keeps like coming up this way. Kind of want a nice little even space going all the way through, but I mean, I don't know how I can do that. But fuel system is done. Next we'll have to do the injectors. We gotta depin them and then change out the injector plugs. I have the plugs for it. That's gonna fit the injectors that we are running. Alright guys, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, like the video now. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Also follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it down in the description below. Also, if you guys would like links to the parts that I am using on the build, I can also leave that in the description. Once again, I'm using the Jackspania fuel system. So if you guys want to check him out, man, check out his site. He has good quality parts at very affordable prices. So if you don't want to break your pockets too much and you're still looking for good quality parts, check out Jackspania. He's got a wide variety of parts for either K, B, or D series. He's got the tuck harness, intake manifolds, whatever you need, you name it, he's got it. So that's going to be it for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned as we're coming into 24 and looking forward to actually finish the build by this summer. The goal is to have it ready by this summer. So once again, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.